Hello and welcome to Thought for September the 26th. Our readings are 1 Chronicles chapter 9, Ezekiel chapter 22 and Luke chapter 19. And our thought is, because you did not know. How vital to know certain things. The young go to school and then, if they are capable, to a university or a higher learning institute to gain additional knowledge or skills, so they can more effectively make their way in life. The need for this is self-evident to all. There is no reward for the lazy, although some try to make their way in life through devious or dishonest means. Our thoughts were provoked along these lines by two different points that Jesus made in his teaching that we read today in Luke chapter 19. The first is where Jesus weeps over Jerusalem and says, "Would that you had known on this day the things that make for peace. For the days will come upon you when your enemies will tear you down to the ground. They will not leave one stone upon another in you because you did not know the time of your visitation." Verses 42 and 44. In a physical sense, they knew the presence of Jesus, but very few knew him as the true Messiah, the Son of God. It is the same today. Very few deny that a man called Jesus of Nazareth existed 2,000 years ago, but the impact of what he was, what he taught, the meaning this gave to life, fails to come alive in their minds, and so transform their lives to give them real meaning and purpose. The second point arises in the parable Jesus told about a nobleman who gave 10 minas to each of his servants, more than 2 years' labourers' wages, by the way, and he gave it for them to use in his service while he was away. One of them fails to make any use of it, and on the nobleman's return he says to him, "Lord, here is your mina, which I kept laid away in a handkerchief." Verse 20. He is rebuked for his failure to do any work for the nobleman and make gains for him, and is told, "You wicked servant, you knew I was a severe man." Verse 22. Jesus, a severe man? Well, do you think it right to reward laziness? How true and wonderful is the love of God and of Jesus. Yet in responding to that love, as we each must, we must show our love in more than words. The aged Apostle John wrote, "Little children, let us not love in word or talk, but in deed and in truth." 1 John 3 verse 18. Let us all live in a way that shows both in word and actions, the latter confirming our words, that we are faithful servants ready at an hour that will surprise us to greet our nobleman. Well, thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, knowing that Word to be a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.